I think of everything that we have, the guinea hens are probably what people ask the most about. There's a lot of things that people know or don't know about them, and we didn't really know either. So we got some and tried it out. We basically got a bunch of little baby Keats in January and raised them. They were like maybe 2 days old when they showed up in the mail, and they showed up pretty good. I think we had one or two that maybe died in transit, but we bought, I think, 2 dozen. I don't know, we bought a lot, and then we shared those with a friend. And so we had, after they all grew up and those losses, we had 14 total. And they were a little flock that ran around like a pack of velociraptors in the woods and then over behind our neighbors' houses and stuff. They really liked our neighbors' houses, and so we were kind of worried about that. But all was good, and then one day we just started losing them, and over the course of 2 weeks we lost 10 of them, and so now we have four. But when that happened, I decided, the best thing is just to make a chicken yard here, and throw them in here. And they're pinned. When we got them, they showed up with their wings clipped, and so they can't fly. And that helps them to stay in here, because if they could fly, they'd be on the roof, they'd be in the trees, we'd probably never see them again. But they're cool, we like them, they're good guard animals. I really like having 4 in this small space. Having 14 was a lot. They were super loud, pretty annoying. It was hard to be outside sometimes. So if you want to get some, I recommend just a few, because they're really just guard animals, and they're kind of neat and funny to watch. We do get eggs from them occasionally. They're real small and they're good, so we eat those, but they're more of just kind of a neat animal that eats ticks and snakes and stuff like that. If you can free range them, that's awesome, but if you have limitations like neighborhood dogs and coyotes and hawks and all sorts of wild animals and stuff, then you can keep them in a small area too. Just don't get a whole bunch of them. But they're pretty tidy. They're not nearly as messy as chickens, and they're super hardy. I don't think we've ever had to give one medicine. They're just great. So they're a fun starter bird too, because they're kind of hard to kill. So anyway, hopefully that helps you if you're thinking about getting guineas. They are pretty neat. They're fun. They do have good personalities, but they're also considered kind of wild game birds. So they're sort of like a wild animal in your flock, but they do fit into the pecking order, and they're pretty much right ahead of the new leghorns that are kind of baby Keats. So they find their way, and they'll hold their way. But anyway, yep, they're cool. If you got any questions, hit us up.